Do you feel like something big is about to happen? That's because it is. This moment before you is no accident. It's the culmination of a greater plan. A plan that always included you, even on the days when everything seemed to fall apart. This is the final moment before everything aligns in your life, before the doors open and reveal the abundance that has always been yours by divine right. You are not here by chance. Every breath, every tear, and every unrealized dream until now has been carefully woven into a greater purpose. You were chosen by God, not as a burden but as an honor. There is something unique about you, something the universe has recognized, making you indispensable. You felt it before, haven't you? That subtle voice deep within your soul, whispering that there's more, that you are called to something great, something transformative. Now you stand on the edge of a monumental shift. Perhaps you've faced challenges that seemed unbearable. Perhaps you've carried burdens so heavy that, at times, you doubted you could continue. But let me tell you this, the darkest moments always precede the greatest manifestations of light. The storm that felt endless was not the end, it was the prelude to the calm that is now approaching. Picture a butterfly struggling to emerge from its cocoon. The effort, no matter how grueling, is what strengthens its wings. Just like that, you are breaking free from a cocoon of pain, doubt, and resistance. And when you finally spread your wings, you will realize you are stronger than you ever imagined. This is the final moment before you unlock the abundance that has always been waiting for you. Now take a deep breath. Feel the strength within you. Recognize that every step that brought you here had a purpose. You are not alone on this journey. This is the beginning of the extraordinary. Life is a journey. Often we walk paths we don't understand, face challenges that seem bigger than us, and wonder why things have to be so hard. But what if I told you that every struggle was preparation? That every moment of pain, doubt, and frustration was part of a meticulous plan for something extraordinary? Think of a blacksmith. To shape metal, they first heat it until it's red hot and malleable. They hammer, twist, mold, and then plunge the metal into cold water to harden it. The process is arduous, sometimes brutal, but it's what transforms a simple piece of metal into a sharp, powerful sword. In the same way, the fire of your experiences has purified your soul, shaped your character, and prepared you for the mission that now lies ahead. How many times have you looked at difficulties and felt they were too much to bear? God never places a burden heavier than we can carry. What seemed impossible was, in fact, training for the extraordinary. The tears you've shed were not in vain. They were the river that washed away impurities from your heart, making you stronger, more resilient, and more prepared for the abundance that is coming. Here's the truth. The pain you felt was the prelude to the purpose you are about to live. Every difficulty, every time you fell and rose again, was an essential step in your journey. It wasn't wasted, it wasn't bad luck, and it wasn't punishment. It was the universe working in your favor, preparing you for something beyond what you can imagine. You might be asking, why me? Why was I chosen for such a hard journey? The answer is simple, because there is something within you that is rare, precious, and irreplaceable. Because there is a strength, a light, an energy that only you can bring to the world. You were prepared because you were called, and you were called because you are special. So, see your struggles not as weights but as wings that helped you soar higher. You are no longer at the beginning of the journey. You are on the threshold of something incredible. Trust that everything you've lived through was perfect preparation for what lies ahead. The universe does not make mistakes, and it has never made a mistake with you. Abundance. A word that resonates like a distant echo. Sometimes so close it feels within reach, other times so elusive you wonder if it's truly meant for you. But what is abundance really? And why does it seem like the ultimate goal of so many journeys? Abundance is not just material wealth. It is a state of fullness, of harmony, of living with the sense that everything is as it should be. It's like a wave in the ocean, constant, infinite, always present. The wave does not rush or struggle to exist. It moves gracefully, filling the space around it and returning to the vastness of the sea. So too is abundance in its purest form, a flow that knows no scarcity. But here's the secret. Abundance is not something you achieve. It is already yours. It always has been. The problem is that we often place barriers between ourselves and abundance. Barriers of fear, doubt, and limiting beliefs that make us think we're not worthy, not ready, or don't have enough. But all of that is illusion. Abundance is our essence. It has always been there, waiting like a half-open door, ready for us to take the final step through. That final step isn't external. It's not about working harder, having more, or doing more. It's an internal shift. It's freeing yourself from the fears that blind you to what's already around you. It's accepting with an open heart that you are deserving of everything good the universe has to offer. And it's acting with purpose, aligning your steps with your inner truth. Letting go of fear is like releasing an anchor that has kept you stuck. It's giving yourself permission to believe that abundance is not reserved for a select few but is a universal gift, a divine promise. Accepting your worthiness is an act of courage, of faith, of self-love. And acting with purpose is the path that connects you to life's flow, where every decision, no matter how small, brings you closer to fulfillment. Your abundance is waiting for you. It's in the moment you decide you are already enough, that you don't need more proof, more time, or anything beyond what is already within you. The universe doesn't hold abundance for later. It is here now, and you are worthy of it. The final step is simply to say yes to yourself. The connection with the divine is the beating heart of all abundance. It's the invisible thread that ties us to a greater purpose, to the profound meaning of existence. When we look at the universe and see its perfection, the stars aligned in constellations, the tides responding to the rhythm of the moon, the seasons renewing themselves like a divine clock, we understand that there is no error in God's plan. And just as He created this order in the cosmos, He has also designed a perfect path for you. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. These words from Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 are not just a promise. They are a reminder that every step, every challenge, and every victory has its exact moment. Nothing happens before its time. And now, what you feel within you, this restlessness, this anticipation, this hope, is a sign that the time to align with your abundance has arrived. Spiritual connection is not something sought outside. It is something awakened within. It is realizing that God is not distant but by your side, walking with you every step of the journey. It is accepting that, as Psalm 23 verse 5 declares, "You prepare a table before me." He has already prepared everything you need to prosper. The banquet is ready. All that remains is for you to take your seat at the table. But sitting at the table requires courage. It requires opening your heart and trusting the divine plan, even when everything feels uncertain. It is accepting that you don't need all the answers right now because God has already written the ending, and it is a glorious one. It is living with the faith that even when the steps feel heavy, you are never walking alone. The path was paved long before you even dreamed of it. The abundance you seek is, in fact, a reflection of your alignment with the divine. The more connected you are to the source, the more you will realize that abundance is not something you achieve but something you allow. It's like opening the windows of a house and letting the light flood in. The light has always been there, but you needed to create space for it to illuminate. So ask yourself, how is your connection with the divine? Have you set aside moments of silence, prayer, and listening? Have you allowed God to guide your steps, or have you tried to control everything on your own? The answers to these questions are not meant to judge you but to remind you that it is never too late to reconnect. He is always there waiting for you to return home. Now is the time to trust, to open your heart and walk toward what has already been prepared for you. What once seemed far away is closer than ever because connection with the divine is the gateway to the abundance that transforms everything. Gratitude. A simple word, yet it carries the power to transform realities. It's not just a fleeting emotion but an active practice, a state of being that connects us to the fullness of the universe. Gratitude is like the key to a vault holding infinite treasures. The more we use it, the more we discover what has always been available to us. Take a moment to think. When was the last time you truly paused to give thanks with an open heart for something seemingly small? Perhaps for the sun that warmed your morning, the water that quenched your thirst, or the smile of someone who crossed your path. These moments are not coincidences. They are invitations from the universe to see the beauty and abundance already present in your life. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. These words teach us a profound truth. Gratitude is not just about acknowledging what we have, it's about creating space to receive more. When we give thanks for the little, we show the universe that we are ready for the much. It's like planting seeds in fertile soil. Every word of gratitude is a seed that will bloom into unexpected blessings. Gratitude at its core is a portal. It shifts our focus from what is lacking to what is present, and in that shift, we align with the energy of abundance. When you begin to give thanks for what already exists, something magical happens. Your perception changes. You stop seeing the world as a place of scarcity and start seeing it as a field of infinite possibilities. Here's a simple yet transformative exercise. Every day, set aside a few minutes to write down 3 things you are grateful for. It doesn't matter how small or big they are. What matters is that you feel the gratitude in your heart as you write. It could be the air you breathe, an unexpected encounter, or a lesson learned. The act of recognizing and recording these blessings creates a powerful energy that attracts even more things to be grateful for. But gratitude isn't just about receiving. It's also about giving. When we give thanks, we create a natural flow of generosity. We want to share what we have, to be a light in others' lives, to spread the same abundance we feel. In this giving, we realize that gratitude is an expansive force, a multiplying energy that touches everything it encounters. Gratitude is the first step toward abundance. When you are grateful, you align with the frequency of what you desire. And the most incredible thing is that gratitude doesn't depend on external circumstances. You can choose to be grateful right now, in this moment, exactly as you are. And in that choice, you open the doors to the infinite flow of blessings the universe has prepared for you. So ask yourself, what are you grateful for today? And more importantly, how can you use that gratitude to transform the world around you? Action. It's the bridge between a dream and reality, between faith and manifestation. It's not enough to believe in abundance, feel connected to the divine, or practice gratitude. The universe moves when you move. Inspired action is what transforms intentions into results, plans into accomplishments, and hope into a tangible future. Faith without works is dead. These words remind us that belief alone is not enough. It must be accompanied by deliberate steps aligned with the purpose you feel pulsing within you. But it's not about acting for the sake of acting. Inspired action is different. It comes from a place of intuition, trust, and alignment with something greater. It's not a frantic race for results but a confident walk, knowing that each step is guided by the divine. Imagine your life as a fertile field. Every small action you take is like planting a seed. Some seeds will sprout quickly, while others will take time to blossom. But what matters is that you are cultivating. There is no harvest without planting. And the act of planting, even when you don't see immediate results, is an act of faith and commitment to the abundance that is coming. So, how do you take inspired action? First, listen to your intuition. Often, God speaks to us through a quiet, calm voice, a sudden idea, a feeling of knowing that you cannot ignore. Pay attention to the signs. It could be an unexpected encounter, a word that resonates in your heart, or an opportunity that seems to come out of nowhere. These are the ways the universe guides your steps. Then act with confidence. Don't wait for absolute guarantees because they rarely appear. Trust that if you take the first step, the next will be revealed. The universe rewards those who move, even when they cannot see the entire path. It's like walking through fog. Every step you take illuminates a little more of the way ahead. And finally, act with purpose. Don't waste your energy on directions that don't resonate with your heart. Always ask yourself, does this align with who I am? Does this bring me closer to or farther from what truly matters? When you act with purpose, your actions carry more power, more impact, and more ability to attract the abundance you seek. Remember, the universe is waiting for your response. Not because it needs you to move, but because it desires to co-create with you. You are an indispensable part of this grand plan, and your action is the spark that ignites the fire of transformation. Now is the moment. Not tomorrow, not when the circumstances are perfect, but now. Take the first step, no matter how small it seems. Because it is through the sum of small steps that great journeys are completed. The world is ready to receive what only you can offer. And the abundance you seek is waiting for you on the other side of action. The horizon of abundance stretches before you, vast and infinite, like a sunrise filling the sky with vibrant colors. You stand here on the threshold of a new reality, ready to cross the border between what was and what is to come. This is the moment when everything begins to make sense, when the past dissolves into lessons learned and the future presents itself as a blank canvas, waiting for your brushstrokes. But before moving forward, let's reflect on what it all means. Abundance isn't just about what you receive, it's about who you become in the process. It's not something that happens to you but something you create with God. It's the alignment between your purpose and the universal flow, where every action, thought, and decision resonates in perfect harmony with the greater plan. You are not just a receiver of abundance, you are a channel for it in the world. Just as a river flows to irrigate distant lands, you have been called to let abundance flow through you, reaching and transforming those around you. Your prosperity is not just for you, it's an invitation to impact, share, and uplift. Every blessing that comes into your life carries the opportunity to multiply, to spread light where there was once darkness. As you look to the horizon, remember, you are not limited by the circumstances of the past. The limitations you once felt do not define what's to come. Just as the sun rises each day, renewing hope, abundance too is renewed in every moment. Each morning brings a new opportunity to align with what you were called to be. What does it mean to be this channel of abundance? It means living with purpose, with intention, with a heart open to give and receive. It means transforming challenges into opportunities, doubts into faith, and dreams into reality. It means looking to the future not with fear but with confidence, knowing that the same God who brought you this far is the God who will guide you forward. The future you desire is closer than you imagine. It's not something distant, unattainable, or reserved for others. It is a real, living, pulsing possibility waiting for your decision to move forward. But remember, you are not just creating your future, you are co-creating it with God. And in that act of co-creation, there is beauty, power, and fulfillment. So look to the horizon with hope. Imagine abundance not just as something you achieve but as something you radiate. Picture yourself living with fullness, with purpose, with an impact so profound it transforms lives, communities, and even the world itself. Because this is the truth. The abundance you are about to receive is not just a gift for you but an opportunity to be an instrument of transformation. This is the moment to celebrate. Celebrate the path you've walked, the lessons you've learned, the strength you've discovered within yourself. Above all, celebrate what is yet to come because it is greater, more beautiful, and more meaningful than you can imagine. If you've made it this far, something within you knows this is a special moment. A moment of decision, of surrender, of alignment. Everything that has been said, every word, every idea, has been a reminder of something already in your heart. You were called for something greater. And now the universe is waiting for your response. Abundance is ready to enter your life, but it requires action on your part. Not just practical action, but action that comes from the heart, from a place of faith and courage. It's time to say yes to what you know is true. It's time to take the next step, even if it seems small, because it's in the small that the great begins. If this message has touched your heart, then it was meant for you. There are no coincidences. You are here because you needed to hear this, to be reminded of your worth, your purpose, and your connection to the divine. And now, you have the opportunity to share this message with the world. Like, share, subscribe. These actions are not just clicks. They are declarations that you are committed to your transformation and that you want others to be touched as well. When you commit to spreading light, the universe responds by multiplying light in your own life. It's a cycle of abundance that begins with a single act of generosity. And so, we close this moment with an invitation. Not just an invitation to act but to believe. To believe that you are worthy, that you are capable, that you are part of something infinitely greater. Your journey to this point was no accident. You are chosen, you are loved, you are abundant. May your life be filled with everything you've ever dreamed of and more. May you become a source of inspiration for those around you. And may we together create a world where abundance is the norm, not the exception. God bless you, your journey, and your transformation. Let's walk together into this new chapter. This is just the beginning.